I'm like going bald up there. Can you do
Are we good?
Why?
Just pretend we're not.
All right, we're
Yeah,
officially
okay.
live.
Myra?
We're officially live.
Yay! Oh, we are.
Yeah, is everybody excited and nervous?
Yeah, he's super excited. A little bit nervous.
We're back again Monday night, straight out of T.Town podcast. I'm the host, Thomas Johnson. We have another great show, and it's episode 9, which is crazy for me to think about because it's just like progressing, and days are blending together, so it's just wild. But anyway, we have a great show tonight. We have the Miramar International Team. That's how I see it online. Okay. They're badass women. I'm just going to tell everybody that. And we are going to just jump right into it because we have 4 of them, which you guys can't see until I switch over, till Layla switches over. Of course, Layla's here tonight, everybody. So, you want to start over here?
Sure.
All right. Down the line, introduce yourself, and how long have each of you been in Tehachapi?
Hi, guys. I'm Myra Alvarez, soon to be Myra Gomez. And I've been in Tehachapi all my life, so that's about 28 years.
Nice.
Damn. Yeah, you're up. Yeah, it's all you.
She's going to say more about herself. So I'm Lauren Bohannon. I kind of have been in Tehachapi back and forth. My parents have lived here for 12 years now.
Ish.
I left to go to the military. I just got out, so now I'm back and doing real estate with my mom and 2 of my great friends. And yeah,
3 of your great friends.
well, you're my friend.
Yeah, mom's got to be a friend too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I told Laura, don't correct anybody.
And then she's been correcting me this entire day. So
Okay. Good job.
Moms. It happens.
It does all the time.
I'm Sharon Miller. I have been in Tehachapi since Cinco de Mayo 2011. And I am a pastor's wife. And I am super proud of this team and of Miramar.
I like that.
And I'm Ashley Coddington, and
I've been here before.
So this is my other half of my job is I'm getting my real estate license.
Yeah.
So right now I'm the executive coordinator and
You are the only one to come on the show twice.
Oh my God!
I told you, two of my favorite people, right here. So, well, welcome. We're going to get into a lot of tough questions tonight, like I said before. Very, very tough questions. But yeah, I want to keep it light and loose. So tell us a little bit about Miramar. I know we talked about, listen, this is what you guys do. We're going to spend some time on that, but we're really going to kind of dive in about who you are and what makes you ladies different than everybody else, right? So, but first, I think we should let everybody know, number one, where is your office? I think a lot of people don't know, or some might not know where that is. So let's start there.
You can't miss it. So it's on Tucker, Suite B, 695 Tucker Road, Suite B. And we're right in between the AT&T store and Veritas.
Is that AT&T store even open?
It is.
Yes, and it's
Okay.
actually a very active store.
Got it. Didn't know that.
We get a lot of foot traffic.
Veritas is awesome. They're coming on. That was the other one that I was thinking about, by the way.
You should.
Layla.
Yeah.
You got to switch to your camera periodically, okay? So it's on Tucker and by Big Five,
Yep.
right? Because I go there way too often and not Veritas enough.
Enough, I know.
So-
They're amazing.
So yeah, you just go around kind of the corner, like you're going to go through the door at Veritas, and you guys are right there.
Yeah, you can see us on the road.
Just scoot
Awesome.
over to the right and you'll hit our door.
So tell us a little bit about Miramar. What are they all about?
Miramar is amazing in the sense that they charge a minimal brokerage fee compared to many other brokerages. They
This
wanna
is
make
stuff
sure-
I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's huge. And they want to make sure that we feel in charge of our own branding, which is also amazing. We get to pick our colors, we get to pick our
A
signs.
team.
Yeah, we can have a team. They're so supportive. Our owner is Tony Aon, and he is incredible. And we have an office manager, Terry Gardner, who is also amazing. So we have,
Shout outs. These guys don't even know. They don't even know right now.
we have so much support. If we need training, they give us training. It's honestly, I'm so proud of them. I cannot see myself ever leaving. We're
So that's different than other agencies, right? The way Miramar
It
works.
definitely is.
So yeah, I had no idea about that. So is that office like your ladies only, or are there other agents in there?
There are quite a bit of other agents in there.
Got it.
Other agents, sometimes they just use the conference room. Other agents have their own office within that office. We also have an office that's down the hall to the right if you're ever looking for us. But yeah, there's other agents in there and they come in and out. There's no need for what's called floor time, which is basically they're required to go in and
Got
do
it.
work. We could come in at our leisure, and we have events there sometimes as well. But it's nice because it revolves around our own schedule, so we don't put the clients on the back burner. Which
Yeah,
is awesome.
absolutely. So you guys hiring?
I want to say something. Every agent in that office is amazing. They are
they really are.
amazing. They're personal. They're focused on their clients. Miramar is very specific on who they hire. You cannot be a jerk.
Yeah, ego.
Yeah, no arrogance. Everybody there is all about everybody's success. We
Yeah.
want everybody to succeed. We cheer each other on.
Work together.
Yeah.
Right? It's not, if one of you make a sale, you all made the sale.
Exactly.
Essentially
Yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Which I feel like Tehachapi is that way.
Yeah.
And that's why we love this community. So now people know where to go
Yeah.
and who to talk to. What else do we need to know about Miramar?
I mean, there's a lot of things. I was going to say quality, but you kind of already covered that. I think that agents have really high standards for themselves, and the management, the broker, they all kind of make us stay to that standard. But like you said, we all support each other, and we even give each other tips. Like, this is what I did to make this transaction successful. And I don't know about other brokers and brokerages. I've never worked for anyone else, and I probably never will. But I just think it's good. It's a homey type of feel. So
Right.
It's not just work. It's not just like real estate, and it's not a competition. We all win for each other.
Yeah.
And at the end of the month, our manager posts like how many escrows or how many closings or how many clients we did, but it's as a whole unit, not just each person. So that's kind of cool because it's
That
a team
is.
thing.
Yeah. So it's very much about the team setting.
Exactly.
When new people join too, like they post, say welcome to so-and-so, and then we all say welcome to the family, because it
Everyone's
feels
so
like a family.
welcoming.
Yeah.
I mean, even Myra and I were in the office just the other day. We were doing our thing. We were working on something, and anybody who was coming in the office, hey, good morning. Hey,
Yeah.
I just want to say good morning to you guys. You know, it's
Yeah.
that's what you get.
Yeah, and I mean, I've worked with other brokerages, and it feels like you're very on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at Miramar, it's just like you can honestly turn to anybody, and they're
Yeah.
willing to help you, willing to cheer you on.
So
and
that's
it's very,
refreshing.
Like, I call it my Miramar family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really
It
is.
feels that way.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And it's competitive.
Yeah,
It's a
it is.
competitive world out there for you ladies. So how do you go about, like, how do you navigate that for what you do? Like, do you have to beat the street? Do you got to do more in that sense? Like,
Great
do a lot of
question.
PR?
Well,
Like, how do you do that?
Kind of not directly answering that, but sort of. There are people I know who would be amazing realtors, and I'll say, you should be a realtor. And the answer I get a lot is, there's too many realtors in Tehachapi.
Yeah.
But my response is always, there's a lot of realtors in Tehachapi, but there's not a lot of excellent realtors in Tehachapi. So how do we navigate that is we make sure that we stay competitive in the sense that we are excellent in everything
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think these two especially are really good with social media and marketing.
Yes.
And something that us as a team we're going to start doing is start interviewing different small businesses and kind of what you're doing, but very short segments, because we really love Tehachapi and we want to sell it as like this gem paradise within California that a lot of people don't know about. And so I
We
think,
call it the last hope of California.
but that exactly.
Right?
I think just
I'm just not wearing that shirt right now.
Well, we should be. That's good. That's good. I love it. But I think that not kind of keep it to competitive is that we value the people of the town, and it's not just about money and numbers. We do quality over quantity. And
Yes.
a lot of people, I know we're a new team, but we have a lot of different experiences in the world and in Tehachapi, and I think we truly love our clients, and we want them to feel loved. And if we realize they want something better, even if it's not better from us, but like from just real estate, we don't just do the whole real estate thing. Like, we have you for all your real estate needs. We have you far beyond that. Like,
Right.
we are your friends too, and we have your back. And so I think that's kind of what makes it us, not that you really asked that, but set apart from the competitiveness. Well, 'cause
We're
I'm
going
segueing-
there. We're migrating.
I'm just segueing because I do think that's part of being competitive is like people will start realizing that we truly care about our clients and it's not just about numbers, and that is part of competition, but we're not going to screw someone over just for an escrow or just for
Right,
a close. And so I
right.
think
We'd rather hold their hand.
Yeah.
I love on them.
Which we needed that when we bought this house, because
Yeah.
I was like, what do I do? Every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll
It can
talk
be
about that later.
very
But
confusing.
it was like every 5 minutes, I'm like,
Yes.
okay, what's this?
Overwhelming.
Am I doing this right? Like, I need to know because I had no idea.
Yeah.
And it was super stressful.
Yes.
Going through escrow was like maybe
And
the
the
worst time
paperwork.
of my life,
It can be
but
very-
the best time of my life.
Yeah.
But I was so nervous, so
Yeah,
afraid.
Definitely.
Well, and I think too, not to like just take over this topic, but I think the other thing that makes us competitive is we work as a team, and I think that's very unique. It's not just like one agent. We have an executive agent, a primary agent, a coordinator, an assistant. Everyone
Right.
is involved, and so
Backup agent.
a backup
Yes.
agent. And so when I'm gone, when someone can't make it, we cover each other, and the clients know every single one of us from the jump. So I think that's
Yeah.
different. I've never seen that before, and if it does happen, I'm sorry, but we do it too. But I think-
Disclaimer.
yeah, sorry. But I think that makes us so unique because the client could reach out to anyone, and we have a client that's reached out to all of us at different points in time for different
Correct.
things. And she'll call Ashley, she'll call my mom, she'll call me. You know, it doesn't matter. We're always there, and so they have quadruple backup.
Yeah,
You know,
we know
there'll
them.
always be
That's the
someone.
important thing. They know
Exactly.
us, but we know them.
Yeah.
And that's so important.
Well, I want to touch on, because you said a new team. You ladies are a new team.
Yes.
So to me, that's like, look, they're going to fight really hard for me, right? They're trying to get their name out. They're trying to do these things. And no offense to anybody, but a very seasoned realtor. Realtor. Might not go that above and beyond.
I just
right?
feel like it really goes beyond the transaction.
Yeah.
for us.
100%.
Yeah.
And that to me, it's like watching the NFL versus college football. Like, I don't want to watch the college guys. They're trying to get there, you know, so they're going to do a lot more. Sorry to bring sports into it, obviously. I'm not a sports nut or anything, but yeah, I think that's important for people to also understand, you know, and that's one piece that makes you ladies different, which we're going to migrate into that. Okay, who wants to go first on that?
Oh my gosh, this is we have to be careful so we don't
It's kind of hard for each other.
That's why I'm like, okay, who's going first? How are we doing it?
Why don't we go down the line?
Okay.
Oh, pressure's
Talk
on. Pressure's
about,
on, Ashley.
What we talked about with this chapter.
Anything.
Okay. So the one thing that I think we've all kind of resonated with is we've all had different experiences, right? Some of us are parents. Some of us have been divorced. Some of us have had a death in the family. Some of us have had, you know, grandparents that have moved closer to us just so we can be with them. And so it's like chapters in your life. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so we want to be there for your family through your chapters of life. We feel like it's so important because we each have had somebody or even multiple people in our lives who have been there from the get. And I know that's huge to me. I mean, we've talked about how there's customers who have known me and even real estate agents who have known me since I was a tiny
The
tot.
bugs even know you in Tehachapi now.
100%.
Yeah.
Since I was a tiny
That is a thing, you know?
So, you know, it's just one of those things that's just very important to us that they know we want to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, even just not as realtors.
And you're talking about like after, you know, the transaction happens, like it's the course of time.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be excited if they change their entryway and those types of things when they have their firstborn child, those
when
types
that
of
kid
things.
goes to college or,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Wow, that's an investment of
It
time.
really is.
Honestly.
But we love it. We're excited for it. So.
No, we tell people all the time, and you can look at our phones. We always say, if you need anything, and I'm not talking real estate, if you need anything, reach out. And I think a lot of times clients are like, okay, right.
I love this
Every
story
now
the
and
other
then-
day. Yeah.
Every now and then, we are thankful they reach out, and it's been happening more and more. And it could be, hey, I feel bad asking this, but can you go get my medicine? Can you go get my groceries? Can you pick up this? Can you help us clear this stuff out of our house? It's not working for us, and it's something that's creating a medical issue. And I'm not going to get into the details, but we're there.
Yeah.
And it's so far outside of. As somebody told me, that's not in the real estate job description. No, it's not, but it's in the I care for you job description.
Yeah.
And then after we close escrow, we always say, we're here for you. And people always call us, what do we do about this insurance? I got this mail. Am I supposed to respond to it? And they'll send me pictures of the mail, send us pictures. We'll go get wine with them.
Where were you ladies like 2 years ago? I was getting those things.
We love them.
Well, and going off of that, like we are not just realtors.
Realtor.
That was a joke. It's like a joke.
Sorry, it's my fault.
But also they're therapists, and like you said, we're their assistants. Even we find referrals for them. We go above and beyond, and I know every realtor says that, but we truly are like their therapists. We talk to their extended family if they need extra stuff. We help them move. Like we physically grab our partners and help them move, and we just do so much above just real estate because real estate is our passion, yes, but it's all that comes with real estate.
Right,
The people
right.
and the
knows about eyebrows and stuff like. I mean, it's little things, but it's stuff that our clients get like that little special touch.
Yeah, and it truly goes beyond your real estate needs. And I love the fact that we all bring something different to the table. So regardless of what you need, like one of us is gonna know how to help you.
Yeah,
I
or have
love
that experience or
aspect.
something. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
It really is fun.
It is fun.
It really is.
You're encompassing all that Tehachapi is, I feel like, and that's such a great message to go out to everybody, and we don't hear it enough every day, or feel like people are behind us every single day. So knowing that, and especially remembering all the mail I got, like after we bought this house, and I'm like, what the hell is this thing? Like, what is it? Like, I thought I paid this. I thought I did this. God, it's so exhausting mentally. So to know that you ladies are behind the scenes and able to help whenever somebody calls, I think it's a tremendous thing.
Well, I think it's funny too because we'll have our team meetings. I call them team powwows. And sometimes if we disagree on how certain things are done, especially if it's we have a lot of people involved in escrow, we'll go head to head with each other and we will fight for our client. And it's really interesting because a lot of people think that just because we're on the same team, we always agree. But no, like we are pit bulls for our client. That's the best word I can say. And we'll go at it sometimes in a very respectful way, but we don't always agree because we want what's best for our client. And sometimes we have transaction with two clients, a buyer and a seller, and we will fight for them. And kind of
That's the best show.
And then go to Veritas afterwards.
We'll get the ring set up and it'll be fun.
Exactly, boxing gloves on, exactly. Or off, I don't know.
And that's so refreshing, and I think, with how crazy the world is, and the market, obviously, which maybe you ladies want to talk a little bit about that and what's happening in Tehachapi. You have to have that attitude, I feel like. Well, really in anything, right? Because you want to be successful, you want to compete, but you also want your clientele to know that you're going to do the best possible job you can for them. And I'm feeling that. You guys feeling that? You feeling that? Yeah. Well, the in-laws are inside, so it's fine. Oh, Rich is here. We forgot about Rich. But yeah, I am feeling that, and I'm so excited. And I felt that the other day when I came in on Friday. And it was so fun to just talk to you, and you were in Georgia, and that was like crazy. Yeah, FaceTime did.
Crazy, huh?
Like committed to this. I'm like, I felt really special. So if that's how people feel when you're helping them buy a home or sell their home, that's pretty damn awesome.
And there's a lot of things that clients don't know that goes on behind the scenes, and it's not just about showing a house and writing up the paperwork. There's so much more behind it, and it's an all-day thing. We don't have a schedule, and I think a lot of people think, oh, being a realtor is so easy because you can wake up whenever and have your coffee and show a house. Oh my gosh,
Poor
no.
Rich. He's getting the crash course. He's like, wow, you're on the phone again. Yes,
Yes, we are. So,
Yeah, we lose a lot of sleep, especially, and sometimes it's not even real estate related. It's just like, man, I hope Bob's okay. I hope he's not afraid of moving because he's an older guy, and how can I help him? And it gets personal.
It does.
And it's regardless of what your price point is or how many clients we have, you will feel like you're the only client.
Yes, 100%.
Well, it's like the first transaction that I was ever involved in. I got a little too attached, and honestly, when he was moving, I told her, I do not want to do any sellers anymore. I only want to do buyers because it was just, oh my gosh, I was so upset that he was just gone.
I said, this is
Oh my gosh.
girl.
I was,
I'm not surprised.
I was having
to
a
hear that.
mental breakdown.
I am not surprised to hear this.
We're actually still trying to get him back.
Yeah, Rich was
Tehachapi.
emotional. I think we all were. We were just,
Some people get emotionally attached to their house. And like when they get up on their house from, she's very like sad to leave.
Yes.
It's really hard.
Which I understood that.
Yeah.
We were renting, and we had this situation where, I had offered them, hey, when you put this house up, like, let me know. Basically offered them what it actually sold for. And I'm not even gonna go there right now. However, yes, we're closer to the mountains, which we love.
Yes.
And it's this. I feel like this house reminds us of the houses we both grew up in, and so it was very homey to us. So that was exciting.
Yeah.
But so tell us a little bit about the market.
Ooh,
Before we move
fun.
on, just because things are crazy. Rent is like what, $4,000? The shed in the back.
It's high.
Yeah.
Interest rates.
Yeah, and there are people in a renter's season, and that's good. We support you. We'll help you find something. We do that too. But one of the things that we are trying to help buyers understand is the rates are higher than they were in 2020, higher than they were in 2021. Yes, but if you are wanting to buy, be careful about letting that be what stops you. Because
Heard this before.
right now, experts are saying there are 5 buyers for every 2 properties on the market.
Wow.
What that means, is, and a lot of those buyers are waiting. They're sitting in their house looking out the window, waiting for the prices or the interest rates to drop. What that means is the ones that are out actively searching are serious buyers, which that's good news for sellers. However, when interest rates drop, all those buyers are going to back in the market. What is that going to do? That's going to raise prices.
Right.
All right? And so interest rates may drop. Yay, good for you. Right, but that's going to raise prices. That's also going to create that competitive market again. Not always so good for buyers. So I would say if you are a buyer and you're interested in making a purchase, don't be trying to time the market. If you're timing the market, you might hurt yourself.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
People try. People try.
And then they sometimes have regrets.
Often. Yeah.
I mean,
It's,
so you can always refi too, right?
Yes.
So you get in now, your interest rate's a little high, but you're in no longer paying $4,000 a month for rent if you were renting before, which is the best thing, which doesn't even affect your credit score, which is the dumbest thing on earth, I swear to God.
You're paying
The only thing I've ever done right was like pay my rent on time and didn't even do anything for me. I didn't understand
100%.
that. But it's the best thing to buy, honestly. And even with a little bit of a higher interest rate, I've heard this before. Don't push yourself out of it, right? Just because you hear things and you're afraid. Ask somebody that knows, basically, is what you're saying, right? Like, go to Miramar and ask them, okay?
Go to Miramar and ask us.
Well, and not only that, I think a lot of people are freaked out about this 6.5%, 7% rate. I get it. But they're comparing it to 2020. 2020 was unrealistic. 3%, 2.5% is not coming back. If it is, it's not going to be anytime soon. The realistic interest rate is 6%, 6.5%, that 7% even. We're not in an unrealistic interest rate. This is what it used to be that we'd be like, we're at 6% now, yay! So everything's relative, right? So we're comparing it to 2020. That's unhealthy and it's unrealistic.
And is that how people got in trouble, like in the past, when it was way down, like interest rates were way down, and they bought a house that they really couldn't afford?
Are you talking about 2008?
I was just asked that.
No.
Not the same.
No, not the same at all. 2008 was a mess.
I was like, good job.
It was a great question.
See, but now we can educate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
2008 was a whole different thing, and we're hearing people all the time saying it's going to crash. It's going to be another repeat of 2008. No, it is not, because 2008 taught the feds how to restructure loans, and so it's a lot harder to get a loan now. 2008, you could get a loan based on
No kidding.
right, it's called, in 2008 they gave you a loan based on what was called stated income. You could just tell somebody you made this much and you get a loan. You cannot do that now. It is much harder to get a loan, and so it's much harder to default on a loan because you have to really earn that loan now.
Yeah.
And don't let that scare you.
My ass.
Exactly.
Just be honest.
And that scares buyers.
Yeah.
We will help buyers get that loan. We walk through them. We show them the right lenders. So when we say it's harder to get a loan, we don't want that to scare buyers. We want that to prepare buyers. So we're not here to scare you. We're here to prepare you. But we'll help you through that.
Which is a great way to say that.
That is.
That's a fantastic way to say that. Like, don't be afraid.
Question.
Sure.
So when we bought our house, this is I know very common about PMI, right? One of my clients told me that you could just call your lender and be like, hey, has my house appraised? They'll send a person out to value your house or I forget what it's called.
Appraise,
Appraise it, that word, and they could drop off the PMI with Is that true?
No, it's hard to get your PMI dropped off. So if you have, so just so you know, if you have a conventional loan, you're required to get PMI. If you are paying, I want to say it's 80-20. So if you have a 20%, how do I word this? A little tired. It's my bedtime. If you have a less than 20% equity, it's probably the best way to say it, in your house, you're going to pay PMI, which is primary mortgage insurance, and it can be a little pricey. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you have a conventional mortgage and they're saying you can do a conventional mortgage with 3% down or 5% down, you can pretty much expect you're going to get PMI on there, which is going to increase your payment. To take that off, you've got to get your loan to value down, which means you've got to have more equity in your house. And it can take a long time. So know what you're getting into. Talk to your lender about that. We are not lenders.
No.
So talk to your lender about.
You don't want those questions.
Yeah.
You don't want those.
No, but I mean, we know the general information on that, but we also know as far as funding goes, you need to talk to your lender.
Try.
We have amazing lenders.
Yeah,
I
we
think
do.
said that because we put down 10%, and so it's like a larger amount, not like 3 or 5.
20% is what you need.
20,
At least.
Yeah, so like they say,
wouldn't
you
change
have to
it, though.
do the 20%,
Honestly.
right? Loan
Loan to value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that's a great question.
What about just the market as a whole in Tehachapi? Like, what should people know? Top 3 things that people should know today, right now, about what's happening.
Oh.
So I can say Tehachapi is a different market. So
I know it's different. So no. You could go.
Tehachapi is a very different market than what you're hearing. So if you read or hear that nationwide or even California-wide, the mortgage industry is doing this or that, Tehachapi is almost like its own little entity.
Well, let's do top 4. So
Okay.
each lady can.
Okay, well.
So Tehachapi is special because we're a very exclusive community. We're sort of a retreat type of community. We're sort of a tourist community. We're also a wine designated community.
Yeah, crazy.
We have a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot going on. And not only that, we're surrounded by mountains. So it's not like we can continue to expand and grow. We have kind of a limited ability to increase inventory. So our market doesn't.
I'm so happy you said that. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, everybody's like, well, we don't want Tehachapi to grow. Well, number one, it's good for the economy, right?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, and there's only so much they can do. They're not going to move the mountains
Right.
to put in houses, right?
Right.
So to me, I'm like,
San
let's just
Francisco.
have the right people. Let's have the right people, of course, right? But growing is not a bad thing, and don't hate me for saying that, everyone. But it's true.
We're like a little home
But
town.
a lot of the
Where?
reason
Yes.
why buyers come here is because they want exactly what you said, the Hallmark
Hallmark town.
experience. You
Yeah.
know, they want the small town. They want out of the city. So
Yeah, and even
I always tell people, and I'll shut up.
No,
If you want to live in a Norman Rockwell painting, come to Tehachapi.
yeah, I always say it's Hallmark. We have, I mean, this is nothing but for the market, but we have festivals all the time. Everyone's like, oh, hi, they're waving. And when someone doesn't wave, we're like, that person didn't wave to us. They must not wave from here.
It's so weird going down south, honestly, and like I'm waving at them. Hey.
And they're like, flip you off.
I went
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
I went to Palmdale after I moved here, and I was like, hi! And I got the bird. I got the
Yeah,
finger.
yeah, and
It's
then
like, what? You don't want to be friends?
I know they think you're being like rude or something. I don't know. Well, and even like with the market where there's a lower percent down that Tehachapi has, it's like its
Yeah,
own little pocket. Whereas a lot of other places are like, you need 20%, you need this. It's a different kind of its own little world where like the realtors, I don't know. Now I'm super hyper aware of it.
I know, me too.
They don't have to put as much down like the clients don't, and a lot of people are shocked by that. They're like, I have to put 20-25%, and it's not like that here.
Right.
It's different.
And specifically about the EMD, which is the
Yeah,
earnest money
exactly.
deposit,
Got
to
it.
show the seller you're serious. We here average 1%. More is greater, more is better.
For Tehachapi.
But in other areas, they require a minimum of 3% earnest money deposit, and that does go towards your mortgage loan. But yeah, it's 1% is unheard of in most
People are
areas.
shocked when we tell them that.
So-
We said, yeah, go on.
So if you're
Sorry.
thinking about moving to Tehachapi, I definitely think right now is the time.
Yeah.
It is like our little hidden gem, but it is expanding so rapidly
Right.
that it is going to change.
Right.
But
People are finding out about Tehachapi.
definitely.
Right,
More and more people are finding about Tehachapi. They're like, this is in California.
Yeah,
Like, what? You
they're
get that
shocked.
small town feel. It is a small
Yeah.
town, but it is growing so rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
So right now is definitely the time.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
I think
That's why
perfectly
you came
said.
here.
It is. Well, Chelsea had 3 choices.
Okay, don't say the three
This is
words.
how it went down. So we got married. We love the mountains. And I always wanted to get closer to Mammoth. That's the truth.
Same.
So
Mammoth is great.
Love
it is fantastic.
We
Gross.
need a ski resort here.
You
though,
snowboard?
just saying.
Oh, yes.
Snowboarding.
Let's go.
All right. So when you guys make all the money, you build us that ski resort.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If whoever wants to put money
And I
down
will
for a ski
literally
resort,
run it.
we're
I don't
taking.
even care.
That's what I've been telling. I've been telling her. I'm like, this place
Yeah.
would be like over the moon. I would be over the moon if there was a ski resort here. Just a little one little lift. I'm
They
fine.
have-
We
They
could've
have it back.
made snow this year too. So.
Yeah.
Dang it. We digress.
What
But
were you saying, Chelsea?
They have lifts that they were starting.
Oh.
They
Yes.
have
No, it's
over
back
back
here
and up
behind
back
us.
here.
Yes.
you know how many people would come here for that though?
Yeah. You can.
We know how many people come here without having that.
Right.
Well, but think about the snow.
Have you seen my road in the winter?
Yes, I have.
Lord, it's hard to get up there.
Yep.
Yes.
We had people knocking on our door saying, "Hey, can we sled?"
I mean, we're the land of
Yeah.
4 seasons.
We
for a
That is
reason.
truly
true.
are.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
point.
that's why they changed to live. I mean, I get it.
Live up.
Yeah, no one likes that.
I like
Yeah.
the kind of Four Seasons,
Same.
sorry.
Same.
Yeah.
We're
I
keeping
think
it.
it's still
It just
referred to
paints
as
this
that.
beautiful picture. Yeah. like
Yeah.
the Four Seasons.
We have a great
Absolutely.
shirt that supports that.
Oh, I thought you were wearing. I'm like, you do
Oh,
have a great shirt.
Do you have something to add about the Tehachapi market?
oh
Put you on the
goodness.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
No,
my favorite
I want
thing?
to talk about the market.
Yeah. Just a
Like you're
little
on every
tidbit.
show, whenever you
We're
feel.
gonna toss it out. Just
You
a
have a
bit.
house.
I will say I do have a house. But I will say this, that I think there are some clients that are still coming to us and they're having the question, okay, do I list my house or do I rent it out? And so, you know,
That's
there's
a good one,
That
too.
is a good
because
one.
we're taking on property management, and so, you know, we love being able
So
to.
is that your team?
We are.
We were
are
building
taking
that
on-
up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Underneath another.
We're
You guys
learning.
should all the check
We're
marks.
learning. We
We
are because it is. It's
It's
another.
a chapter of.
It
people's
is.
lives.
It's
We're
a chapter.
real estate.
Yes.
We're all gonna be on video calls, just so tired, like just 16, 17-hour days. You know?
That's
Yeah.
what it feels like sometimes.
So, you know, generally we'll have people come in and we'll see, depending on their location, depending on what their house actually is, you know, sometimes it is worth it just to put it on the market because it is a good time still to
Right.
sell,
Right.
as opposed to
So hard
renting
rent, like,
It
like,
is.
I would
a big house and with, you know.
because I'd be so picky, right?
Yeah.
Does the owner of the house get to kind of choose with you? Is that how that works?
I think it depends on
Like,
the
the renter?
Who's gonna be renting?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, yeah, they can put certain criteria down in terms of what they're willing to accept and not accept. Every now and then, we've seen where they'll modify the criteria. We just had one recently where there's no pets, 0 Zippo, none, but they
They
weren't
must
getting.
have blue carpet.
blue carpet. That's
Well,
still
I
a
know what that looks like
thing.
under.
but they realized they weren't get. So many people love their pets.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they were realizing they
have
weren't
that.
getting the
The same.
renters. Yeah, so they changed it to small pets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people, landlords have that say, but they can obviously modify it, and also they can. Yeah, let's just leave it there.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have another question, and then we'll take a quick intermission, and then we'll come back and we'll learn more about each of you individually. But so there's a lot of like off-grid living in Tehachapi, which is tough. Like we couldn't do it. You know, there's just not enough time in a single day, essentially, to do it. But people that want that, this is a great place for that. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, there's a ton of it, right? And it's not just here in Alpine or, I mean, it's really surrounding us, right? Sand Canyon.
It's so funny you
Mountain
say that though,
Meadows.
because we were actually driving to come here, and us two were like, "There's a house way up there. There's a house over here. Did you notice all these trees?"
Have you been back in there?
Yeah. No, we haven't.
And way
Yeah.
up, way
Yeah, and
We
there's
talked about it. Yeah.
so many places to
There's-
explore. Like it's crazy. I didn't realize how like
Our
expanded
really
it
great
was.
friends live
Yeah.
up and over this mountain that you see right here, Tom and Kristen, and their property is just phenomenal.
Yeah, like it takes 30
Absolutely.
minutes from this point to get back there.
Dedication.
Dirt roads, like not
But
makes
some
you know.
people want that.
Oh my gosh! It's
Like
a
if
whole
you
other
want to be
world.
off grid, you definitely
Yes.
can. It's just a lot goes into it as well.
Yeah.
But you have
Exactly.
a lot of amenities here in Tehachapi, and you're not gonna be like, I feel like, so far off grid that it's
Right.
super detrimental outside of the winter time, right?
Yeah.
Which you got to just be prepared for that. But I feel like every community that you could actually do off grid in Tehachapi is an amazing community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna be
agree.
beautiful.
The one thing to keep in mind is you have to have a specific lender to be off grid. Not every lender does off grid today, so you have to have a specific.
In my last
Love
question
that
before
word.
intermission, insurance, homeowners insurance is sometimes can be a little bit tough,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Insurance is what it
That's
gets.
a big
Gets
one.
a lot of people if they're from the city.
I think
Yeah.
people should understand that, and you being honest about it, because you were honest ladies, is a good thing, right? It's not just about the sale. You told me this.
Yep.
I heard this.
It's true.
So, and that's something that should be considered,
Yeah.
right? And just understanding that. But that's what makes you ladies phenomenal, is because you're there to help with that information, right?
We really like to educate ourselves on not just, obviously the real estate, but what goes into a transaction itself, whether it be part of the trade or part of the, the groups that go along with us, even escrow, understanding, their part in everything, which is humongous.
I used to do escrow.
I've done it all.
Did you really?
I did.
She's done it all.
Yeah.
There's something new about it every time I see you. And I see you
See,
all the
I
time.
should have been in real estate a long time ago.
Truly.
You know what? This guy.
You know
You know?
what? Oh, he's a lucky guy.
But it's part of the education process. So it's really nice. You take a little piece from everything and you pass it on to your next transaction.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so excited to learn more about each and every one of you in the next segment here. But we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, just depending. We have a ton of commercials. No, we don't, actually. We'll be back fairly quickly, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back. Well, we're back.
Oh,
We are back, Cheller.
Hi.
Jeez.
We are.
Just kidding.
Love it.
Chelsea's now the mascot. So, we're back. Straight Out of T.Town podcast. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming. We have the Miramar team with us right now. Like I said before, badass women. If you don't know them, you need to. Okay? Right next to Veritas. Just go in the door. Tell them Thomas sent you. Harass them. Ask them a million questions. It'll be fantastic. So, a couple more real estate questions. I was going to do realtor, but I didn't do it. Which I kind of wanted to talk a little bit or just better understand, like, what would you say for new home buyers? What's one major thing that we all need to know when we're walking into this?
Wow, that's like a.
What would you all agree on that?
So I have one.
I feel like there's a lot.
I would say don't be afraid. And because it's scary. It's scary.
No big deal. But I would say don't be afraid to make that first phone call to us.
And we will walk you through the next steps. And oftentimes the next step after you reach out to us, if you haven't already done so, is talking to a lender, which can sound super scary. But what most first-time home buyers don't understand is lenders are there for your success. They're not going to judge you on your income, judge you on your credit score. They've seen it all. Exactly. And many lenders, very good lenders, will say, okay, you're in a position right now where it's probably not the best time for you to buy, but they'll help you get your credit in order.
That happened to us.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
True thing.
It was awesome.
Yeah. And some people work with you for years to get you there.
Yeah,
And most people need it at first.
and you
Let's
know
be
lenders,
realistic.
so you can refer people, right? And do you think it's better, specifically for you lady or people moving up to Tehachapi to work like with your team, with your lenders, and not being so biased with that, right? But it makes sense to keep it in the family because you know what your lender's going to offer, what that client should expect, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, here's a perfect example. Like a few weeks ago, we had clients that were looking for lenders, and we give them our top lenders that we use, but we will never tell them to use any lender. But we'll give them the lender's bio, kind of why we like to use them, and we'll give them their numbers and even call the lender for them and say, hey, here's a little background of the clients, and the lender will know how to go about it.
See, that's awesome.
But we give them options, and we were talking about this earlier, like options give them more knowledge of what's around, and it gives them power. So
Cheller. There we go. We're back for the second time.
yeah, so we don't just have one lender for them. We like to give them options, and if they have someone they prefer, that's completely fine, but we still provide our options and why we like them, and they get to choose. They get to shop around, and we tell them shop
And
around.
that's- yeah.
Don't just go for one person. Ask them different questions. So
But if buying a house again and knowing that you have the lenders and hearing the passion that all four of you have with just talking about real estate and being a realtor, okay, I would feel a lot more comfortable to just take your advice, and I think that's a beautiful thing. It's a big thing, especially buying a house. That was terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
It
the
was
biggest
terrifying.
decision you'll make almost.
I feel like that's true.
Where they say they
Well, that and getting married to a
woman.
woman from
Yeah.
TO.
Yeah,
That's why I said almost.
marriage to
Yes.
Having a baby,
Love you,
dying,
Cheller.
it's very big.
And some clients come to us and they already have a lender, they already have a pre-approval, but then there's some clients that are like, oh, what lender do you guys recommend? And that's when we send a list.
Pre-approval. Oh, we could do this all day,
We
but
really
we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go down that road because I do have a million questions on that.
next time.
But yeah, let's get to know each of you individually.
Can I make one quick comment?
Yes.
Brand new buyers, be careful because one of the things a lot of buyers don't.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a little tidbit. If you've already talked to us or any other lender that you love, that lender knows you now. They're familiar with you. They know what you want. They know what you need. They're there to advocate for you. That's what we do too. if you drive by a sign and you call that number, you're calling the listing agent who represents the seller. That's not to say they can't represent you well.
Okay.
But
All right.
they're also represent, and we've done that too. We've done the seller and the agent. Or the buyer. We represent them both. But just if you've already established a relationship with a realtor, call your realtor and be like, I'm in front of this house. Here's the address. This is the listing agent on the
I'm
sign.
interested.
We will now negotiate on your behalf because they're still representing that seller.
Do you do a blog? Because that should be the very first blog.
We have thought of it.
Honestly.
We actually do have a website, and we're trying to change the name on it right now. We're working on that, but it has a lot of articles that talk about, not that specifically. I probably should put that on there. But
She
really
comes with a lot of sound effects.
helpful
Yeah.
tips.
We have to have them. That's coming on the show too.
Entertaining.
We're gonna start doing all sorts of different
So
things.
give me your background.
The dances.
Well, that's really interesting, actually. Yeah, I didn't think about that because that's the first thing we all want to do is like call that number.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think you should do?
And that's
Yeah.
hard, like the dual agency, like if you call that number, then that agent is representing, like she said, the seller and now the buyer. And that's why, not to hone in on us again, but that's why we have 4 girls. Like, we can represent the buyer, you guys represent the seller, and we split teams.
Yeah, that's where we get the ring going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of just one agent representing both people, because how do you fully represent them, like your fiduciary duty to the one person? You can't. You have 2 people here, so it gets a little
It's
murky.
delicate.
It is delicate. Yeah, I'm not saying don't do it. I mean, I am saying don't do it, but I'm saying if you do it,
I'm saying.
careful.
Just know what you're
Be
doing.
Wait, can we clarify? Are you saying do it or don't do it?
I'm just saying
Caution.
tread lightly and
Yes.
understand what you're getting into. And like you said, especially if you already have an agreement with an agent, then you're kind of violating that contract because a lot of agents are like, I'm going to represent you to the best of my ability. This is my fiduciary duty. And if you start calling that sign, you're now reaching out to another agent and things get a little wonky.
And their job is to get you as a client, just in general, right? Like if they weren't doing that, they were not doing their job,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So should everybody have like people have a lawyer they always use? Should everybody have a real estate agent that they always use?
yes.
Like,
Yes.
yeah, like
People that don't, we are like, that's what we do. We advocate for our clients. We understand the laws of real estate.
we're gonna
Make
need
sure
Liz to
you don't mess up.
regulate here. Frankie.
Oh, we're talking
Hey,
too
buddy.
much. Sorry.
So,
I swear.
So, the answer is yes.
Live audience, you know.
Love it.
This is
Love
what
it.
happens
Here for
here.
it.
Tell me about the tri-tip sliders. Sorry.
Which were delicious.
So yeah, so you should have a real estate agent, friend, confidant.
Oh, that reminds me
I was
too.
in the
Here we go. Here we go.
Don't just not to like
Right,
go,
right,
we're like
right,
bouncing
right.
off. Not to just don't. This is gonna sound mean, but don't just use your friends. If you're like, oh, it's my family friend, that does not mean they're a good agent, and that doesn't mean they're a great representative of your situation. This is a
Right.
huge deal, and not just
Like get resumes.
exactly not. And if you guys come to our office, we'll sit down
Ashley.
with you, and you guys can question us all you want.
Yep.
But just because they're a family friend of so and so from way back when does not mean that they will represent you well.
You're on the rocks.
But you
Okay,
also
yeah, you.
get-
Yeah, now I need your resume. I need
but
to go
you
down
also-
this
You
checklist.
also
I will
get
give
4
that to
for
you.
1.
4 for
Right,
1.
yeah, 4 agents.
Yeah, I'm
on
so
your team.
intrigued on like the team aspect.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you see that a lot. Like it's not like you hear, oh, we're part of this team, right?
Okay, I have so much to say.
I have so
Yeah,
much to say
like-
too.
First of all, we see so many people like, oh, I have a friend whose cousin's brother is a realtor, like 4 counties away,
yeah.
and they're
not
hire
even in
that
the area.
Person. Like, don't hire an out of area realtor.
No.
Well, that just ruined my next question. Because you work in all of California.
Yes, we are licensed in all of California, but if we don't know San Diego, and we've had this happen, people are like, oh, I really want you to
We'll
sell my
refer.
house in San Diego. I know we have contacts, we have agents. We will get you a very reputable agent.
I don't want them. I want you ladies.
We can't represent you the way you deserve to be represented. We
Correct.
don't know that area.
It's a
and by the
great
way,
way to
It's
put
for
that.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
For your. I wouldn't say
Now I feel like you're mad at me. What did I do?
yeah.
yeah. I knew you were gonna go somewhere with that. We're not gonna go.
Yeah, I had to. I had to. But no, that makes a lot of sense. But still, it's you hear, okay, I'm part of this team, but you ladies are an actual team.
Yeah.
It's very different than just being one person, an individual saying, hey, I'm a part of this team, but you all work together. And we've heard that several times tonight.
Our logo is raise your expectations, not your budget. And the reason we say that is so our team name is the Executive Suite. The reason it is that it was
which is so hard to find online, by the way.
We're working on it. We want people to feel like, okay, I have a very minimal budget to sell my house, for example. And I hope this doesn't come across wrong, but I have a Motel 6 budget, so to speak. And imagine yourself walking into the front door of a Motel 6, and once you walk inside, you're in a Ritz-Carlton lobby. That's what we want people to feel like.
I feel very good right now.
Yeah, like we want buyers or sellers to feel like, I don't have the budget for this. And you go up to the front desk and we say, congratulations, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, you have the executive suite on the top floor. And they keep thinking, I don't have the budget for this. I don't have the budget for this.
It doesn't matter.
We're treating you like you're in the Ritz-Carlton.
Four Seasons treatment here.
Exactly. At the top floor in the executive suite. That's why we're called the executive suite. And we have packages, we call them commission suites.
Do you want to air this part out? Or we want to save this?
Oh, okay.
Oh, look
I
at you.
had heard this. I'm paying attention.
Okay.
I got this.
She's so
That's
excited.
the reason we're called the executive suite.
That's a great reason.
Next time.
And I worked at the Four Seasons. A little tidbit about me at one point in my life. Yes, started at valet, ended up like a manager in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of cash tips. I had
Good
shoe
to
boxes
know.
full of like ones and fives and hundies. And
Hundies?
yeah. I was going out like just living it up in T.O. Thousand Oaks, for anybody that doesn't know. You can't really live it up out there without being in debt. But anyway, it was phenomenal. But the feeling, actually, the guy that created the Four Seasons, I read his biography, and he was incredibly intelligent. And exactly what you were saying is that feeling, right, of, hey, this is something different. He wanted to create that same concept. And as a former employee of the Four Seasons, I got treated like I was staying at the Four Seasons,
Good.
which was amazing. So everything that we do, Layla's not going to agree with this, but Layla, I felt the eyes. I felt them. That's the concept that I always want to live by. So I love that you said that because that's so important. Yeah. So if people want to find you on social media, how can they do that?
Good question.
So our Instagram page is the Executive Suite. I believe that's exactly what it is.
It is. It is.
I just go on it now. We have a good following, and you never want to hire an agent, especially if you're selling, who does not have a good, strong social media presence. And so that's how you find
And
it.
it is so true. Social media is like the craziest thing nowadays. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you do, you have to do it.
Yeah.
And content
Glass
kills me
house, yeah.
half the time. But let's move out. Let's migrate away from just real estate in general. And let's learn about you ladies to finish the show out. Ash Tree, which is what I call Ashley.
Oh, boy.
Ashley.
That is the real name for Ashley, right? Ash Tree. It derives from ash tree.
You saw my birth certificate.
I did. I saw it. What do we need to know about you outside of the fact that bugs hate you in Tehachapi?
So
Bug killer.
do. Let's see. Well, I'm a mom of 4, 2 of mine,
A great
2
mom.
are riches. I love them to death. I've been in a million jobs. I used to teach. I was in escrow, doing pest control, and
All of these jobs are so fitting for you.
Yes.
I worked at the chamber. I worked at Starbucks. Oh,
Can see it all.
and I loved them all.
I would have ordered what do I always get? Vanilla. What is that? You guys are always getting it for me. Vanilla latte with your smiling face. We would have been sitting there talking in the drive-thru all day. I know it. That makes sense. So you've done everything.
Yes. Well, not everything, but a lot of it.
Yet.
But I'm really, really loving the
You're a
real estate.
Renaissance woman, right?
Sure.
Ashley of all trades.
That's like
Many
giving me
hats.
too much.
She's amazing. She's been a huge asset to our team.
Great
We can't
asset.
believe she's on our team.
Oh, we're so blessed.
We're so blessed.
Y'all got lucky.
We did.
I
We
mean,
know it
for
too.
everyone on our team,
Sharon.
I am
Tough
a mother
questions.
of 6 adult kids. I have 5 grandsons, 1 granddaughter, another granddaughter on the way.
You have like a baseball team.
I do.
That is awesome.
And then I have
I don't know what the tension is here.
Just a little reminding.
I have my husband is a pastor at Stallion Springs Community Church. His name is Ed, and he's amazing. And we
Hi, Ed.
have we do some marriage ministries that has been a huge blessing throughout the community. They're not just with our church.
Oh, where's Chelsea when I need her?
So yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, I'm Lauren. I am her daughter. And we kind of came
Nobody could tell online.
I know. You know,
I
it's so funny is
swear.
everyone thinks she's my sister. I can't blame them.
Yeah.
But it's also funny because people are like, "Are you guys related?" And then I'll say, "Yeah, she's my mom." They're like, "Oh, yeah, I knew that." I'm like, then why'd you ask? Super weird.
People.
I know, right?
Uh,
Just kidding. But I grew up in Palmdale. Then they moved here, so I went to college in Monterey. Love. And then I joined the Air Force. I was in the Air Force for 4 years. And then I did the reserves for 1 year in Georgia. So I live in Georgia for part of the year. I kind of go back and forth. And even when we do real estate, I'm still logging in and doing FaceTime meetings.
I've seen this.
Yeah,
I have
I've
seen this in real life.
It's a really interesting life, and I'm loving it. And I have 2 little fur babies. And
That's
my
incredible.
life. Yeah.
So are you just staying in Georgia to get through the reserves?
So I just got out of the reserves, but
You just love it?
Yeah, well, my partner's there, my boyfriend's there, and so, but I do love Georgia, and one thing about me is I like to just kind of explore different areas, and that lets me appreciate
Why not?
Tehachapi even more. And so I just got back like 2 days ago, and I'm ready to hit the ground running. So
That's
love
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, the stage is yours right now.
And I'm Myra Alvarez, soon to be Gomez, because I'm a new wife and new mom.
Congratulations.
To an 8-month-old.
All right, give us all the dirt. Come on, we need it.
Well, I've been in Tehachapi basically all my life, and I truly love Tehachapi. I love to travel, but Tehachapi has always been home. Even if I love the city life, love the mountains, love snowboarding, Tehachapi is truly home. So we're
That's so
happy to be
awesome.
back. We were in Reno for the past 2 years, which was great. But now having a little one, we moved back to Tehachapi to be with family. And I spent...
That was my next question. I'm like, can you tell us a little bit about it's also the values of Tehachapi. I feel very strongly about
I
that.
always had the feeling of, I feel like everybody that grows up in Tehachapi wants to see what else is out there.
Yeah.
So I definitely got to get that grasp of it. Like, okay, see what else is out there, but Tehachapi is truly home. Like, that's where I want
It tugs
to be.
at you.
Especially when you have kids and you want your
Yes.
family around.
Yeah.
So it's
Chelsea,
definitely been-
gotta get kids.
it's definitely been it's been such a blessing to be back and with family. And I did spend 10 years of my life in the medical field. I was a medical assistant. And then now I'm going on 3 years in the
Jeez.
real estate field, which I'm absolutely loving.
We love it.
I'm the
She's
newest
on our
member.
team.
Newest
Yes.
member of the executive suite. And then I think you guys asked me, like, oh, how do you feel? And I was like, I feel like I'm home. Like,
Oh,
this is
and we
just, like,
love that.
it just feels like home, like the same exact way Tehachapi feels.
No, whether to cry or like just that was
We
That's
love that.
awesome.
And the way everything's worked
Send
out.
it over.
The way
Paper
everything's been
airplane.
worked out has been just amazing.
Yeah.
And she does. Look at her eyebrows. She does eyebrows.
Yes,
Look at her
and then I
eyebrows.
do eyebrows.
Zoom in.
everyone here multitasks.
Yeah.
But that's why we love our team. We all have, like we said earlier, different things to bring. And with our team too, is like we specifically wanted Ashley and Myra on our team because we have certain goals, and they are totally different people, but we love them so much. They're like, they're our
Complement each
girls.
other. Yeah.
And you should see our text thread. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's not even like we'll talk about work and somehow
How
we'll
much
stray.
how much do we have to pay to get in on that text chain here?
Like gift after gift, like it's
Probably
crazy.
run.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sometimes Myra's like, whoa guys, what the heck? Slow down.
You have your own dugout talk.
Yeah.
We love it. Our powwows.
Poor
Awesome.
Lauren, it'll still go on even though she's 3 hours ahead.
3
Oh,
hours.
it's like
Florida.
11 o'clock in Georgia. I'm like,
She
okay,
wakes
we're
up
doing
to
this.
it.
We're doing it.
That's like the
Why
best
not?
though. I would just be doing that on purpose. Wake up, Lauren.
Ashley
Wake up.
has- I'm here for it. Ashley's like, I haven't talked to Lauren in 12 hours. I gotta call her.
Very true.
That's amazing.
I will sneak in her her luggage one day to Georgia.
Love
You
it.
might not see me for a while.
Like you're gonna go full on, like
Yeah.
in there, down
I
the
think
ramp.
I'm a true Southern girl.
No, I
Toy
truly
Story
think-
Saturday.
I would agree.
But we're not just teammates, like we're friends. Like we truly love each other, and we're trying to do more get-togethers, but we are so busy. But yeah, we truly care about each other, which is awesome. It's not just like a work relationship.
For sure. And we're very understanding
Of our situation.
what all of us have going on.
Yes.
We love that we have families. We love that we want to travel and go on trips and things like that. We love
Have each other's back.
that we support our other halves. Like, I mean,
That's what makes
most
the
of our
dynamic so
spouses come
good.
with us
Yeah.
on these transactions.
And what's great though is because we all respect each other's other side of our lives,
Yeah.
and we're all on every transaction, our clients never feel it when one of us has to take a vacation.
Right, right.
I'm always there.
But that's that team aspect,
Yeah.
like we were talking about. It's very different than other
Yeah.
folks that say certain things.
Well, I don't even know. I think we should say this for next time. But yeah, we are different than other teams too in regard to how we treat each other when it comes to transactions. Most teams, they pay.
I'm gonna have to see the text chain to verify.
I'm just saying, it's different. We have equal pay. Like it's not like one person gets a 20% off of everyone's commission, and a lot
Right.
of teams do not do that. And so we treat each other as we're all equals. Even though we kind of came up with the team, we want them to feel like they're just as much a part of the team. Even for our furniture in our office, like, what do you guys think about this? We had a survey because we wanted everyone to feel equal. We're just a little above and beyond
But
for
what's kind of
crazy.
crazy is we all pick the same thing.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It worked out.
That could have just
There was
gotten
no
solved
argument.
like very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if we
I
didn't
also
do the
love,
survey.
like, I was at a client's house a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, and I was this sounds
Late at night.
above and beyond, right? Helping them clear out all the alcohol from their house. Because
Why would they do that?
it was a lot, and it
was a
filled up my
collection.
entire car. It filled up my entire car, and I needed to get the rest out. And it was very important to the family that all the alcohol got out. And I had no more room, so she's in Georgia, so I text
It's
these
like
two.
7:30 over here
Yeah.
at this point.
I
Like
texted
AM,
these two.
PM,
Yeah,
PM.
The
I
day's
said-
over.
I think it was later than that, but I said, "Hey girls, I really need your help. We got to get this out." These two are like, "On my way." Next thing I know, they're on their way, and I mean, that's what we do. We're a team. We're there.
I love that story, but I'm a little upset.
Listen.
You didn't bring it over here?
It's a collection. It has to
collection.
Well, and honestly,
stay a collection.
our goal is to bless our clients, and so we give it to somebody who can actually help them. How do I word this so it's not going to get anybody? Not to lose all the money on it.
Oh, it was a real collection.
Yes.
It was a true
Oh.
like high and yeah, and also I don't know if we're allowed to.
High-end.
Okay, now I understand why you didn't bring it over here.
Yeah, it's a high-end wine collection, so there's wine connoisseurs that actually purchase it.
Got it. Yeah, we do a lot of that. Well, I know the feeling.
Well,
Yeah.
and also too like I don't know if I'm
Not enough
allowed to
shirts
say
being
this.
sold.
I mean, there's a lot. So, but also shout out to Michelle, the go-to girls, because she makes sure that we work with her closely. We are like kind of her executive agents. We make sure that her clients, even like elderly clients, which are a lot of people that have estate sales, are taken care of, and that's kind of where this collection came from. But like shout out to her because she really cares about the clients just like we do, and so she knows we'll take care of them. I know we're kind of like patting ourselves on the back, but
You're
I mean,
not,
I
though.
am proud of us though. Like we really do. Like it could be 8:30 at night, and sometimes 8 a.m. clients want to have a conference call, and so I know I said like shout out to Michelle, but she really has like given us clients that we truly care about and we have long relationships with.
And that's bringing the community together.
And that's
I'm
what we
telling you.
want. Like that's our goal.
The premise of this
honestly.
whole show
I love
is
it.
exactly
It's
that.
Tehachapi.
Yeah. Straight out of T.Town.
T-Town.
Don't know how that was started, but now everybody's T-Town. Apparently, I've been seeing that popping up
I mean, I've
everywhere.
been saying
So.
T-Town forever, so.
Well,
I
then
think you took it from her. So.
she gets a free shirt.
There you go.
So what else? Well, okay, let's start here. Favorite restaurant?
I feel like mine changes, but right now it's Prime Bar and Grill Indian restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that before.
Oh man.
What you
You're
got
gonna-
for us?
You know what? It really depends on my mood. Okay, I just have to say that. Like, it truly depends. Sometimes I'm like, oh, like, I need some tacos. Beam me up. And then sometimes
Beam me up is superior.
Mulligan room. It really depends, but the good thing about this place is we have not only chain restaurants, but we also have a lot of local places, and that's my favorite part. Like, I know it's not called the Coffee Mill anymore, but I love that place. Like, the owners are
What is it called?
Kaminsky.
Commons Cafe.
Commons?
Commons, like
Hey!
Conan's? No, that's a bakery.
Commons is a wonderful bakery, by the way.
Love that.
See what happens? Layla starts yelling at me.
It's the Commons, like
Shit gets crazy.
Commons.
Commons.
It's the Commons.
I think it is pronounced the common.
Yeah,
Never forget me typing on this, like, what are you talking
I
about?
asked them, how do you pronounce your name? And they said it's the Commons. Like if you go to college and
Well, how do you spell it?
C-A-M-E-N-Z.
K-A-M-E.
I
That's
thought
what
we
I
were
said.
just common people.
Yeah, I thought it was like C-O.
Spelled that way.
But no. Okay, so that's changed.
Yeah, we love
Which
that.
is a nice spot. Did they change the coffee?
No, I don't think
Delicious.
so.
No?
And they have yummy food.
Oh gosh.
They have live music, but the local places.
Do they
are
really?
What gets me. Yeah, they have it like Thursdays,
What?
Fridays,
Yeah.
and I don't really know how active they are, but I know the father that owns the place. He's really big on like helping special needs communities, and
Fantastic.
they're amazing. And they also help local like artists, so they get to like display their
Yeah,
art. And
yeah.
to me,
Little
that's
trade
great
shows.
because they're helping other people out. This is exactly what we want. So I love that place. I mean, no offense to anyone else, but I think it's cool because they don't just work for themselves. Like they don't just serve themselves.
Yeah.
So
Have you?
Like us.
exactly.
Yeah. Have you met Emily from Ren's Garden?
We have.
She is incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Very
What
good.
she's working on, we're gonna have her on for a full show because we were over there. What was that, like 3.5 hours we were there and we were interviewing all the vendors.
Oh wow.
It was a long time. Layla hated me again. It's fine. She's like, really, on a Saturday, Thomas? I'm like, I'm so sorry. I know, it was long.
I just have to say the other one, Veritas. Oh, love that place. And first
We're,
off,
we're getting them on.
All of the servers there are amazing. Every time I go there, they act like they have known
The
me
whole
forever.
vibe at Veritas is incredible.
And
Super
Michael-
underrated in town.
Oh yeah, and then
Veritas
live
wine bar.
music, the way they treat you, and a lot of times when you go
Right
there, they're like, try
next
this
to
sample, try this.
Miramar.
Right next to Miramar. Yeah, I was like trying to think like I know there's another one, Veritas. I love that place.
They're
reasonably
incredible.
priced. I always recommend people like go to Veritas.
Yeah.
So mostly so I can go with them, but I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm serious.
Can we have a meeting here? Just
Yeah,
go over at
we should,
Veritas?
we should.
Sharon, what do you got?
So I have a few. I love Kasagiri sushi. If you
Very
love
good.
sushi, yummy, very fresh, good service. Love it. There's a new restaurant in town called Jay's Hideaway.
You totally took mine.
Really good. Well, that's okay. We got
She was our first guest on the show. Jamie
Yes.
and her family
We were her
are
audience.
incredible.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
love Jay's. Their food is so good, very reasonably priced, great service,
And they're
nice
so
atmosphere.
patriotic.
Yeah, nice atmosphere.
Love
and
it.
then as far as wineries, we have a lot of wineries. In
I was
town.
gonna say that.
And
Dang
I
it.
really love my look at that.
Where are you going with that?
Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company.
Sorry.
I love them. I like all the wineries, but the people there.
Beth and Mike, I just have to say because I was trying to think when you asked me, I was not prepared, even though I warned us, and that's why I had to like. Sorry to go backwards, but Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company, love. Mike and Beth, they'll give out fresh homemade cookies for free,
So
and they
warm.
cook for
So
you,
warm.
and they'll walk around and like, hey guys, like they
warm
know
cookies.
you. It's
Make it
amazing.
What are you guys trying to say about my wife?
I'm not a baker. I didn't bake that. I
Shh.
I don't
You
know.
did a
the
great
code.
job.
I saw you.
Yeah, you could be a baker because I
We-
can't do that. I
She's
need to
a
be
baker.
creative. I'm not gonna be like 1 cup of this, a tablespoon of that.
Ah,
It's
your
like-
face.
Just
This girl
put
is a
just
baker.
put
And you're
more sugar in it.
No, it's
But we
not
love-
more like that.
We love all the wineries. I do want to say that. Like we love.
I
all
love
they're
Mike
all
and
so
Michelle, super loyal to Dorner, but if I were gonna pick second place, Tehachapi Wine and Cattle.
different. We love all of them.
Yeah, and I love Tehachapi Winery too.
Yeah, I was gonna
love
say that.
We've been there
They have, like,
once,
really, really
so
good
I can't
breads.
speak on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Stray Leaves. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton now.
Stray Leaves is great. Have you guys been in there?
We've been in there when it was actually like being built. We know the guy that owns it, but we haven't been in there after it's been done.
Very cool.
But we love all
and
the
it's right
owners.
downtown.
I know, it's like
Everybody's
right
so
there.
So you go in there, you go over to Wild Roots, go see Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Exactly.
and if you haven't met Kristen,
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
she's
so
awesome.
sweet.
oh,
she also works at
she is
Tito's.
so intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh my, she's another badass woman.
Yeah,
I'm
she
just
is.
We
saying.
love badass women.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yes.
There's a lot of
Sorry,
us.
Ashley.
Yes, there are a lot of them.
Sorry.
Ashley, what do you got?
I was gonna say if Kristen counts, because sometimes she has
Like food in there?
Alright.
Yeah.
things in there, right?
Yeah.
Well, of course, the Hideaway. Love them. Just super awesome people. I mean, they're so good. Their French toast, incredible, and I love how they're so patriotic. But I think all of us also agree on, of course, P-Dubs, because we've,
Yeah.
we work a lot
we
with
go there
them,
a
and
lot.
I feel like it's like you think about P-Dubs, but you don't always say it because you're like, we
Everybody
always
assumes
go
it.
there, yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody knows,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's just expected.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Do you guys know
It-
what's going behind the toy store? Do you have any clue?
Yeah,
about
what's
that?
going in? No, there's like a
something,
restaurant
another
or a
wine
wine,
tasting
yeah.
something going behind there. I saw
Behind
it.
Darlene's?
Yes,
Yeah.
behind Darlene's, yeah.
Darlene's
What's in
World
it?
Toys.
Also,
I didn't
Kiki's
know there was
Tacos.
something.
Just saying.
Yeah, Kiki's taco truck is good.
Haven't had
there
it.
was something going behind
Yeah.
Darlene's.
Oh, and I have one more. Irma from Taco Sandwich.
Never been there.
Oh,
Yeah?
you need to go.
That's
I
my
only went once.
That's my brother's mother-in-law.
Stop it, really? I love Irma. Oh my gosh.
Look
I
at
could
her
totally
name
go on
dropping
and
over
on.
here.
What was
No,
the place that's
seriously.
like the little caboose thing by All American? Like right out front. Wasn't that like a little...
Now it got demolished.
Oh, did it really?
It's gone.
What was it?
Where have you been?
Gosh, it's been a few
Oh gosh,
days.
that's
Stuck
been
in here?
That's been a
A
coffee
little-
place. That's
Yeah,
been
that came and went a few
taco
times.
place. That's
Four
been-
Seasons also. Four Seasons.
Oh
Super
man,
yummy.
Haven't been in there yet.
Chicken
Oh, you won't be
Sandwich.
just-
Really good?
Oh,
They're a
wow.
good place.
And their spring rolls.
No.
Thomas, we're going to Four Seasons.
We're going
Yeah.
to Fort...
I heard
Layla
it's
says.
really good. I heard
Yeah,
also
really
the Chinese restaurant in town has new owners and it's supposed to be a
Great
big
Wall or
deal.
something. I always see
really?
posts about Great Wall, and I've never been there, but people are like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Tehachapi is severely underrated for food.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Severely underrated.
And we love food.
Yeah.
It- who doesn't? Especially Tehachapi food.
Yeah.
I love it all. So we already know wineries, right? Are we all agreeing on Tehachapi Wine and Cattle? What about a date night?
Veritas.
Veritas?
This is a good date.
Veritas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Veritas. has
Veritas?
a good vibe.
Oh man.
She's like
Listen.
my backyard.
I'm a
What's an
pizza
Italian-
girl,
What's
so-
the Italian restaurant you told me at one time?
yes.
I never
Profettos?
Yes.
We haven't had
Profettos.
Profettos.
Those, yeah.
Delicious.
Never been
By the movie
Really?
theater.
So
Good.
good date night then.
Yes,
And
that's
tea
Stray
cakes,
leaves,
pizza.
go over to Profettos.
Rich and I love tea
You
cakes.
see what's happening in Tehachapi? Things are growing. What about to see a show, like a band? That's huge now, right? Music is coming in.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Honestly, probably the bowling alley. They
Yeah.
start,
they have some good live.
they start, yeah, they're
bands.
having
Yes,
like live.
They just had Gypsy Dreams.
Yeah.
They were actually
Yeah.
good. We were
Yeah.
there. It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It was really
Were
good.
you really?
Yeah.
We were there.
What?
Yeah.
We were the chaotic family on the corner of the bar.
Yeah. Wait. Oh no. We're
That
at the other
wasn't
side.
bad.
you know what I was about to do.
Well, it could have been.
She
No,
leaned
I
over.
accidentally almost took
No,
someone's
listen.
food.
She leaned over. We were at the right at the edge of the bar, but there was a couple like kind of on the corner, and they got like this sampler platter, and she was like, "No,
No,
to get the
all
food,"
I
and
said was,
she almost took her
I'm looking
food.
at Lauren. I'm like,
Sharon.
Something smells good.
Yeah.
And they're like,
It was so good. And we were like,
Wow.
They didn't want to share it. They were
so it
from
wasn't you guys.
Tehachapi.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, they're like, you can have some. It
Oh,
was
I
very
thought you
weird.
said you can't have some.
Oh, I don't know. It was
I know.
weird.
Everyone's
Yeah, that same experience.
favorite when you're not working.
A different way.
What are you doing? When you're not working, what are you doing?
Oh,
Jim.
taking care of kids.
Oh.
Kids, Jim.
Control.
Taking care of kids, well, my son, or exploring really outdoorsy. So
You're so cute.
To my heart there.
I'm exploring outdoors.
Sharon?
Just
Yeah.
killing them.
I
Not working,
love
or-
spending time with my grandkids. They're my sweet babies. And
great
then,
grandma.
yeah, I'm a wonderful grandma. And then I also love, I'm trying to get a lot more involved with the church because I focus so much on real estate and loving our clients. I was telling the girls I need to love my church family as much as sometimes I neglect them because I'm so focused on real estate. So I'm trying to have a better balance with that.
So hard.
Yeah.
Work-life balance and getting outside and going and doing the things that you love, especially when you want to work that hard, you know?
And we also have, like your grandma, my mom is in Lancaster. She's almost 90, so we like to go spend time with her and hang out.
A lot of family time,
Yeah.
right? Family time.
Definitely.
I love that and being outside. Layla, what do you got?
My free time?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, it's either one, gaming.
Layla, we know I beat you at Fortnite. That's
yeah,
fine.
okay, we don't get to that subject. Or two, going outside and walking around. Huh, Mom?
Uh-huh.
And that's about it.
That's about it.
Drawing, you like to draw? Oh, that too, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I like to write.
Do you?
Yeah.
She's really good at
What do
writing.
you write?
And rapping.
And
She had a
rapping.
thing
Whoa.
like that. She had a thing with
Do I need a
that.
guitar right now? Are we gonna do this?
Not right now.
Next
Okay.
I was very impressed one time.
Yes. But I am a writer of many things, and I am in the middle of a fiction story, and I've been working on it for a long time with a screenplay writer, and we're in collab with each other. And so hopefully we'll be done in 2024. We were hoping to be done in 2020, but we've been super busy. and
Things happen.
It's an amazing story, and I'm excited to get that out.
This said badass women around here.
Love it.
Honestly. That is so, I mean, and I feel like we have to go through this so people know what you're about, who you are, right? And I don't think that gets done enough because we could talk about real estate all day. I have a million more questions, by the way. So. But I think people need to understand who you ladies are. And again, this is what makes you different, right? You all have something that you've done that the other hasn't, right? And then it all comes together, but you all have a passion and love a lot of the same things. So the number one thing that I felt from this entire thing was just, we are going to take care of our clients no matter what. It doesn't call us anytime, call us in 15 years. It doesn't matter. And I love that. And that's what this whole thing's all about.
We
So
literally
thank you.
told one of our clients the other day, even if you don't buy a house, let us know if you need anything. And she's like, what? Like, seriously, we mean it.
Yeah,
We're here for you.
I just got a candy bar when we bought the house, but that's
Oh.
fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, we were very well taken care of.
Don't be controversial over there.
Yeah,
Had a good realtor.
we did. We did. She was really great, and she answered all my questions.
Yeah, she is great.
And that was like, and I felt so bad. Thinking about it now, I'm like, why the hell did you ask so many questions?
No,
But that's what you
like
do,
that.
right?
Do it.
Like,
You need to. You need
Like, that's
to
what
have
you
that
do.
comfort. Yeah.
And we have some clients that call us 3, 4, 5 times a day, and they're like 30-minute phone calls, and we take it on. We
that's
love
me.
it. But we would rather that than
Unfortunately,
not
I'd be-
want to ask questions.
I'd be calling all four of you and texting all four of you
We-
differently. Okay, what's this? What's this? What's
we
this?
have-
Don't worry,
we have
we're
that.
used
Yeah,
to it,
yeah.
So you can do
That's
that.
a thing.
We got
Listen, we're getting
got
all
you.
of it out on the table.
It's fun because we get to put the puzzle pieces together. So like Ashley will tell me this person said this. I'm like, okay, well this person said this. Okay, Link, you talk to this person said this, and we try to put the puzzle together because we all get different phone calls from like the same clients, and it's actually kind of funny and it's fun. So it's just kind of, I don't know, we just make it work.
Yeah.
We are understanding that at this point. You do. And I'm super excited. But before I get to this point, is there anything else that you ladies want to talk about, that you want to, someone you want to say hi to, anything that you want to disclose, a little tidbit of anything?
I think shout out to my sister Daisy.
Oh, Daisy, we love
Is that her name?
Yes.
What a
that
great name.
There's that Elevate.
owns
She's
Elevate
amazing.
Beauty Salon. So
Yeah, she's
big shout out.
amazing.
owns it. She kicks butt.
Does she want to get on the show?
Probably.
Sure she should.
She's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Whoa. Whoa.
Babe, for
Yeah,
sure.
she's amazing.
Well, hi, Daisy.
Yeah.
Fantastic name.
Yeah.
Fantastic name.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I guess hi to family and friends and clients.
Oh, and
everyone.
Joseph.
Joseph and dogs. Yeah, well, it's like midnight over there. So.
Also, how everybody can find you. So let's talk real quickly about that. Website?
So that's what we're working. So it's teammillerforyou.com, teammiller, the number 4, you.com. But we are in the process of changing
You're going to have to
it
write that one down.
to the executive suite. So
That's in the works.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
we're
we're
working on that. It's a very good little blog. And then Instagram is the Executive Suite. We're on Facebook as well, and
We all have our own pages
Email
too.
is just easy enough because it's our first name .executivesuite@gmail.com.
Yep, very easy.
So
Can they find the email address somewhere else for the time being? Like, can they go to a different like website or?
they can find our email on. Well, you can
Social media.
contact us on any of the social media.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that'll go right to you, ladies.
Yeah, social media.
Awesome.
And even on the wall of Miramar, it has all of our names and numbers as well.
That is true. I
You
must
can
have missed
always
that.
Call Mike's Pest Control and we'll hook you up that way too.
Which there's exciting news about that. So if you didn't see that show with Ashley and Rich, go watch it. That was episode 7.
Yeah.
7. Yeah. Tons of fun.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, just thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to make it more frequent, right?
To be
We hope
continued.
To be continued. Yeah. So I'm just going to let everybody know.
Okay.
We are collaborating. Layla and I got lucky enough, or we all got lucky enough to have the opportunity to work with these badass women. And they're going to be doing a segment weekly for us. I just wanted to make sure everybody was like, yes. And they're going to talk about various things. So it's going to be a huge help for us. We're going to kind of team up on getting to small businesses and just sharing what we all love about Tehachapi, right? And coming together as a community. So we have some really cool things happening. Also, a huge shout out. We already said her name, Kristen from Wild Roots. You are going to be able to find our gear exclusively in Wild Roots because Kristen is also a badass woman.
Yes.
So
Yes, she is.
we are going to be changing a few things up as far as that goes, but we're still going to be doing this every Monday night at 8 p.m. And ladies, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
This
on the
is
show.
awesome.
I hope you had a good time
We did.
and ate good food.
Yes.
My wife is incredible.
Yes.
Great host.
Yes. Thank you.
Good mixologist.
I forgot to add one thing. Layla is also going to be doing Athletes of the Week.
That's right. Yep.
So that is also coming. And we do have to give a shout out to my father-in-law, Tom. It was his birthday yesterday. Yes. So happy birthday, Tom.
Yeah.
See you on the other side of the wall there. All right. Well, we'll be back next Monday, 8 p.m. Ladies, thank you again so very much. And we have fun stuff happening. So keep tuning in. Thank you guys so much for your support.
Thanks.
Alright, before it ends, I have to point out one thing in the comment section.
What did I do? Okay, thank God.
Okay, so my friend, he decided to comment and support today. He pointed out, yeah, real estate, woo! So I support you guys.
I like that.
What's this guy's name?
Riley.
Thank you,
Riley.
Riley. We have some big news that might be coming up, so stay tuned. We're
Yes.
very excited about
And
this.
that involves you too.
Yes, it does. You'll be very happy.
I got really nervous.
It's awesome.
Your turn red.
I didn't I? Honestly, I got really nervous. I'm like, oh.
We're very excited about what's
It's
coming.
it's been a long 36 years. Like, you never know. On my end, it's like, is this good, bad?
It's very
Surprise.
bad. It's exciting.
Perfect. Well, everybody's just going to have to wait.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Including you.
Dot, dot, dot.
Why are you always yelling at me? I know.
Said,
What's my job?
Chelsea, like,
3
gave
women
us,
always yelling.
rules.
Best thing in the world. All right, everyone. We'll see you next week. Have a great night.